Hello parents, hello boys and girls. Thanks to our schools, St Columbanus and Scolfori, I'm able to send you this lovely video. It's a short video, just 7 minutes, about Holy Week and about Easter. I think you'll find it very, very good indeed. You could look at it any time during Holy Week. It tells you of Jesus' last days, of his death and of his resurrection from the dead on Easter Sunday. But I think you'll find it very good. So, hope you'll enjoy your holidays now, girls and boys, and parents, very happy Easter to you and to all the family. Thank you.
In the city of Jerusalem, everyone was talking about the amazing things that Jesus had done. Jesus was a great teacher. He healed the sick and even raised the dead. When Jesus had entered the city of Jerusalem, everyone had lined the street and waved palm branches in celebration and shouted, "Hosanna to the King!" The Jewish leaders were not happy that Jesus was so popular. Some were even claiming that Jesus was the Son of God. That made the Jewish leaders mad. They needed to find a way to get rid of Jesus. Later that week, Jesus celebrated the Jewish feast of Passover with his disciples. At the meal, Jesus took bread and wine and explained that his body would be broken like the bread, and his blood would be poured out like the wine. But the disciples didn't really understand what he meant. "Is someone trying to hurt you, Jesus?" they asked. "They will have to get through us first. We're prepared to die for you." Jesus replied, "When trouble comes, all of you will leave me." Peter said, "No way! Even if all the others run away, I will never leave you." Jesus said, "Peter, before the morning, you will deny that you even know me 3 times. Peter was troubled by Jesus' words. But one of Jesus' disciples, Judas, was already making plans to betray Jesus. Judas went to the Jewish leaders. He asked them, "How much will you pay me if I lead you to where Jesus is?" They agreed to give Judas 30 pieces of silver to help them catch Jesus. Later that night, Jesus was praying in a garden called Gethsemane. As he prayed, Judas approached. With him were the Jewish leaders and some Roman soldiers. Judas greeted Jesus with a kiss. That was the sign Judas had agreed with the guards, so as they knew it was Jesus. The guards rushed forward and arrested Jesus. "You're coming with us," they said. "The chief priest wants a word with you." It was a hard night for the disciples. As Jesus was questioned by the authorities, Peter stood outside in the courtyard, keeping warm by a fire. A man recognized him. "I know you," he said. "You're one of Jesus' followers." Peter was scared, and he replied, You must be mistaken. I don't know Jesus." Then a woman said, "Yes, it is you. I've seen you with him." Peter said, "I think you have me confused with someone else." A third person said, "Your accent gives you away. You are one of his disciples." Peter said loudly, "I tell you, I don't know Jesus." Just then, the cockerel crowed. Peter remembered Jesus' words. "Peter, before the morning you will deny that you even know me 3 times." Peter ran out of the courtyard and wept. How could he let Jesus down like that? He was supposed to be Jesus' friend. How could he say that he didn't even know him? Jesus was taken to a Roman governor called Pontius Pilate. Pilate didn't think that Jesus had done anything wrong, so he tried to find a way to release Jesus. It was the governor's custom at the feast to release one prisoner. Pilate thought this was an ideal way to set Jesus free. There was a notorious criminal called Barabbas that everyone hated, so Pilate brought him out with Jesus. Pilate asked the crowd, "Which of these prisoners do you want me to set free, Jesus or Barabbas?" It was an obvious choice, but the Jewish leaders had stirred up hatred for Jesus among the people. So the people shouted, "Barabbas! Give us Barabbas!" "What shall I do with Jesus?" asked Pilate. The crowd shouted, "We want him dead! Crucify him! Crucify him!" Jesus was put to death on a cross on a hill called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. With him were two criminals, one on his left and the other on his right. One criminal turned to Jesus and said, "If you are the Son of God, save yourself and us." The other said, "Don't you fear God? We're here because we deserve to be, but this man has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." Jesus said to him, "Today you will be with me in paradise." As Jesus died, the sky turned dark for 3 hours. The ground shook, and the curtain in the temple was torn from top to bottom. A Roman soldier who watched him die said, "Surely this was the Son of God." Some of Jesus' friends took his body and placed Jesus in a tomb. A large stone was rolled across the entrance, and the tomb was sealed shut, and Roman soldiers guarded the tomb. 3 days later, the women went down to the tomb to anoint Jesus' body. But when they got to the tomb, they were surprised to find that the stone had been rolled away and the tomb was empty. They went inside, and 2 angels said to them, "Why are you looking for Jesus here? This is a place for dead people, but Jesus is alive." The women could not believe it. Could it really be true? As they raced back to tell the other disciples, there in the garden was Jesus. It really was true. Jesus had risen from the dead. "This is a day to celebrate," they said. "Jesus is alive."